Hey, good morning. It's officially been 10 days since I've given birth, and we're getting ready for our postpartum appointment. Don't mind the mess behind me. It's been rough, as you can imagine. I'm just making sure I got everything so I can start getting myself out the door as I talk. Looks like I'm set. Guys, Josiah can't come with me to this appointment. He's got his own stuff to worry about at work. And I'm kind of freaking out. I'm not looking forward to going back to where I had Phoenix alone 10 days later. It's making me extremely anxious, as you can imagine. And I'm just getting the camera case. I'm not with it. There's really not much else I can say, all things considered. I do have to get going. I'm just extremely anxious. And I'm sorry about the crappy lighting. I know that I don't have lights on and I'm walking around, but unfortunately, I do have to go. I don't have words. There are no words. But I will update you when we figure out anything. Hopefully they'll have an update on Phoenix for me. Yeah. I'm just going with the flow, guys.
Hello?
Hey, I just got done with my OB appointment and I thought you'd want to know the conversation.
Sure.
So, there was talk of maybe seeing for my next pregnancy.
Told you.
Yeah, I kind of explained that, like, I'm a doula and I also have been in close contact with my aunt who's also a doula, and so we've also been monitoring everything going on. But it sounds like they'd be willing to work out a schedule if they wanted to see me throughout the pregnancy, so I'd be seeing somebody every 2 weeks. So that works out. But yeah, we're just waiting to see test results on Phoenix. I know that I confirmed that everything that's come back so far that I've seen are normal, and they are. We have the results back from everything they took of Phoenix, but they still need to interpret them. So chances are I'll be hearing back from them sometime this week about him.
Okay. Who did you actually see today?
Dr. something. I forgot her last name.
Okay.
But she works closely to Dr. And, Dr. actually wanted a follow-up with her to see how I'm doing, so that was really nice.
Gotcha.
So, Dr. is still very much involved in this process with me.
Yay.
So,
but it didn't come up about trying to get the insurance company to not be a butt.
I did message Dr. about it on, so I'm just kind of waiting for her response in that. Honestly, I forgot to bring that one up.
Okay.
Trying to think of what else.
Like I said, I'm not as I know it's scary when you see like an obnoxious bill from your insurance company. I know that there are ways that they can get it coded medically that should make it covered.
Yeah. And I tried to explain that to Josiah, but, you know, he's also getting to the point where he's, like, ready to shut down all of the extra things that we've been buying to try to cover it, so.
Yeah, but like I said, insurance companies try to play that card, which sucks, because that means that there are people that don't know that they can fight it and just end up paying that money, right?
Yeah.
But, which sucks. And it just has to be coded correctly, because everything comes down to how they code it in the system. And so if they can change it from, like, an elective induction to it ended up being a medical necessary induction and stuff like that. Like, I don't know all the codes and that kind of stuff, but I have a feeling it just comes down to the way it's coded.
Yeah.
And we all know that if you'd have gone in through the emergency room, it'd have been covered.
Which is ridiculous, because why should I have to wait until I'm in an emergency situation when they could just admit me and do the thing that they wanted to do with me in the first place?
And going through emergency tends to cost more money because it's not planned, and therefore those physicians, like, those codes get coded higher, right? Because we know that things that are done in an emergency room that can be done by a regular physician cost more.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you save money by not going that route.
Yeah.
And knowing the way everything panned out, you could have ended up seriously sick and infected because we didn't know, like, how long it was going to take for that stuff to pass. And, you know, since since the placenta didn't want to cooperate, you could have gotten infected.
Yeah.
Those kind of things, like, so it almost would have been your gallbladder all over again, right? Like, you have to wait for your body to almost kill you for somebody to, like, be like, oh, maybe we should take care of that.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous. But they did come back with the infection results and everything, and I did not develop an infection. We were okay.
Okay. Yes, because we did it the way we did, but what I'm saying is, had you done it the other way, it'd have been covered, no questions asked. I'm with Josiah. I have a huge disdain for insurance companies. I don't think they should be able to dictate the type of care your doctors provide.
Yeah.
Because they are not the experts. You know, that's why we pay physicians to treat us, is because they're the experts. Those are the people we trust, not an insurance company that we didn't really have a say in what they do and don't cover.
And it's just ridiculous, but
I am 100% right there with you. But like I said, I know it's hard. Tell Josiah to take a deep breath, that this, for as much as it sucks, is not uncommon with insurance companies, and that your medical team will do what they can to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Because I would be shocked if there's not a way to change it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see that the health team is willing to help accommodate some of, you know, what we know is going to stress you out. You know, coming into the future pregnancy tests, and, you know, I'll get my butt in gear so that I've gotten farther in my training so that I can help successfully cover some of those things.
Yeah. And honestly, it might be down to the point where if Josiah can't make an appointment, I'm going to ask you to come with me, because I feel like I'm going to be too anxious to try to do this alone. I was already really anxious going in today, knowing everything we went through last week, and Josiah couldn't come with me.
I completely understand, and all you have to do is let me know, and we'll make it work. It's going to be a ride, and even without going through, you know, somebody telling me those things, you know, training me those things, they make sense. So we'll do what we can, and because, like we've always said, mental health is a huge portion of a healthy, happy pregnancy. So
yeah,
we will do what we have to do in order to make all of those things go. So, but I'm glad everything went well, and at least so far it sounds like positive, which sucks, right? Because I know you want to be able to pinpoint and go, hey, this is why.
But I also explained to the doctor that I understand that we might not find anything, and that the likelihood in not finding out the cause is high, and that I've been wrapping my head around that. So they're glad to see that at least I'm as stable as I can be. They're not concerned about postpartum depression at this point. Because it just sounds like I'm going through the normal steps of what you would in this type of situation.
Good.
But they don't seem concerned or anything with me at this point. And she's saying that she really thinks there's a high possibility that my next pregnancy will be perfect and there won't be anything wrong. So we'll see what goes on.
Gotcha.
But I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know that we had those conversations with my doctor.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, well, you have a good day, my dear.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that was how my appointment went. You kind of got the gist over the phone of what it looked like. So we'll see what goes on. Yeah, I don't really have much else to tell you guys. I'm waiting for Josiah to call me at this point, so that's where I'm Alright, I know this isn't the most flattering angle. I'm trying here. I don't know where Josiah hid the tripod. Okay. Let's talk postpartum. Well. Okay. So, I'm in postpartum. I feel like the hardest part about postpartum right now. Still have my stretch marks. I know they're not gonna go away, but it's just showing me that I am a mom. I had a baby last week. He's my precious baby boy. If you didn't see my previous video. Today is currently August 14th. It is a Monday. I know I look probably happier on the outside than you'd expect. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm doing it. I'm taking it day by day. We've processed a lot. It's just been, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's been a something. I feel like I need to get all of me in the frame, but it's not comfortable. So, working with what I got, I guess. But You saw my stretch marks. I have some marks from Phoenix. I have reflected a lot in these past 10 days, as one does in grief. I've come to accept that I have a son, and he knew nothing but the love and warmth and comfort that I provided while he was in my womb, which does bring me a sense of comfort. He was here and then gone within a blink of an eye. So it's easy for me to think that I'm making him up. But then I see the physical reminders around my kitchen. Insert clip of said reminders here. And I mean, Josiah's already back to work. He's already doing the things. I am still bleeding a little bit. I'm going through all the postpartum things. At this point, they're not concerned about postpartum depression. So that's a plus. It's hard to talk about it. And I almost just don't know what to say. Like, there's no getting around that. What is on my wall that I'm seeing? This thing. There's nothing there. Is that on my camera screen? It's dirt on my camera screen. I need to clean it. Focus again. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so easily distracted. A day in the life of a postpartum mom whose baby isn't on Earth. Kind of feels like my life right now. And I know it is. It's surreal. It's very surreal. But the good news is we've received nothing but love and support on either side of our families. Before all of these things happened, my dad was planning a trip here to our house. So he will be here with us next weekend, and I'm looking forward to that. Or this coming weekend. It's Monday. This coming weekend. Time is an illusion. Like, I forget what day it is. The only reason why I know it's a Monday is Josiah's not here. And he was here yesterday, not here today. It's just, time is a thing. I'm still getting kind of cramps. I'm kind of crampy. I think I started my period, but it also happened in the midst of postpartum bleeding, so it might not have been. I'm really not sure. At this point, I'm thinking that we'll probably at this point I'm thinking my train of thought is gone. At this point, I remember now. At this point, we're thinking that we're gonna wait for my period next month, reevaluate how we feel about babies, and if we want to try again. I am planning on getting a tattoo for Phoenix. I don't have it scheduled. I would love to have it before I have my baby, my next baby. But I don't know. You can imagine finances are tight. And insurance is being a pain in the butt right now. So we're fighting with our insurance company currently. but I want Phoenix right here on my heart. So I feel like that's a really good spot for him. So when I get that scheduled, I'm hoping I'll be able to do a vlog of that. I was hoping that we would be able to do vlogs a little bit more regularly again. I'm really trying here, guys. I really am. It's been difficult, but I figured we would try to document this process as best we can from here on out. The first 10 days, Josiah and I just really needed to digest. We did not need to have to worry about recording and editing, and when all the emotions were still very, very prevalent. I'm not saying they're not prevalent now. I'm saying we're moving closer to acceptance. And that's also really hard. Very hard. It's hard to accept that you accept your baby's gone. Obviously, it's not easy. But this is life right now. This is what we're doing. I don't really have too much else to say at this point, so I think what I'm gonna do is enjoy the rest of my coffee, and I'm probably going to rewatch the miscarriage video that I haven't uploaded to YouTube yet, so I can upload it to YouTube. And I'm not looking forward to it. But in order for you to know what's going on, that video needs to go up. So you see that I'm kind of in a, even though for you this is the past, for me these are very real emotions right now. Because you can't know unless I do that. Because it'd be very jarring if I just brought this video up and it says my postpartum journey. You'd be like, what? What happened? So this video, the one that I already edited, of our footage in the hospital and everything that you've probably already seen at this point, it needs to go up. And as you can imagine, that's hard, because it's hard to watch yourself be that emotional and ugly cry for the entire internet to see. But that's this journey. That's the journey we are on. So, and all of the sorrows and all of the chaos and all of the unexpected everything, Phoenix's story is a story that deserves to be heard. And here I am, trying to be a strong mama for my son. So, mentally preparing to rewatch that video. That's exported from my editor, so I just have to make it through the video. And then I need to edit my thumbnail together and upload it and get it out to you lovely people. I'm digesting that because that was hard to say out loud. So, for you, my darling Phoenix, I'm doing life without you.
And it is by far one of the hardest things I thought would never happen to us. I thought for sure when we made it into our second trimester that it was time to celebrate you. And it was time to accept that you were coming. And we were just roughly 4 weeks away, in my eyes, to 20 weeks. And it's strange not having you in my belly. And it's strange that I can't feel your movements anymore. I was feeling Phoenix's movements, if you didn't know. I don't know where I left off in all of the chaos that was the last video. But I had an anterior placenta, which is a placenta that attaches to the front of your abdomen. So right here was my placenta. I wasn't feeling him there though. He loved rolling in my hips. Come here. He would roll in my hips and he'd kick my sides, and he was just such a happy baby. He was so active. He was taken after his daddy. Oh my goodness, he looked like his daddy. He had the chunky thighs. Oh, careful. But yeah. This is life right now. So I'm gonna get upstairs to get that video up for you. And I will hopefully, when Josiah calls me about my appointment, because he had meetings this morning, which is why he couldn't come with me, that I will be able to catch that conversation. So I have a dead battery, so I'm gonna go and do those things. And hopefully the next clip you see be Josiah on the phone. I was right in interpreting all the results that have come back so far.
Okay.
They're all normal.
Okay. So all the results were normal.
The ones that have come back thus far.
Okay.
The hospital has received all of the paperwork on Phoenix. They are waiting to interpret them. So we should be getting a call from the doctor some point this week, we think.
Okay.
Trying to think. There was talks of going to see with any sequential pregnancies.
Well, all of that is only if insurance is willing to do something.
I know it's hard with insurance right now, but Aunt Elizabeth really thinks that they're going to figure it out. She does not think we are going to have to pay for any of it.
Okay. Did your doctor tell you whether or not she is willing to help us with the insurance problem?
To be totally honest, that is the one thing I forgot to bring up. And I'm sorry.
Because we really need that.
I understand. I messaged Doctor. We'll get that ball rolling, okay? I did that a few days ago, okay?
Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure that's in the works because I do not want to pay for 24 hours.
It probably is in the works. I forgot to confirm. I'm sorry about that, but that's the one thing I forgot.
You're fine. I know it's a lot, so I don't blame you.
We will more than likely be seen every other week, so every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Not every other week, just every 2 weeks. To keep monitoring on baby.
Okay.
For baby number 2 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They were not opposed to us waiting for a normal period next month and then seeing how things go from there. No concerns there. Do you have any questions?
No.
So, it has been 2 days since we've been home, and I feel like I'm ready to go into his room. So, let's go into Phoenix's room. It'd be easier if I had a tripod to hold this, unless you just want to take it.
I'll take it.
Ready? That's where you put my cup.
Mm-hmm.
My tests. So my dad's coming in a couple of weeks, and he's gonna be staying in here, so we have to at least start progress. So I figured today we would do diapers and wipes. I just want to put them, because we have a stash there, we have a stash there, we also have a stash in here. So let's start the process of taking all of these and putting them in the basement for now for storage. Oh yeah, that's where I'm at. So for now, I think I'll just move them out there so we can bring them upstairs.
Problem is that the basement's not ready for this much.
You can leave them in the kitchen until you get that far. I need them.
I just don't think I can get to them tonight.
I'm not asking you to.
Okay. I'll try to get to them tomorrow.
Hey, so that's all I have for you for this video. Stay tuned for next week because I did go in for a haircut and then a little bit more than a haircut. So I'm kind of making sure you don't see so you don't get any spoilers. But look forward to that vlog. It's a little bit of a happier vlog, but it still has the theme that this is life now. So it is a happier video, but it is also grief and the things. It's finding ways to make peace with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we don't have any updates on Phoenix at this point, but I'm sure that when we have updates, we will let you know. All right, bye. See you next week.